Serie A matches of the week. Match week 7, beginning with Inter against Roma. Now, I have Roma dropping points in this game. If Roma loses, they'd have 5 wins and 2 losses. If Inter win the match, they'd have 5 wins and 2 losses. It's Inter Milan, that's Camacho 52. And it's 5 wins and 2 losses. I think Inter are going to get back in the Scudetto race. They will defeat Roma. A very good defensive record. I could see 1-0 for Inter. Roma, very good defensive record. This could be 7 goals and 3 allowed, with a loss against Internazionale. Internazionale is Gamache of 73. Now think back to Juventus Inter. Juventus had 7 goals and 3 allowed when it scored the game-winning goal against Inter. So I do think Inter get the win. Milan against his former coach Stefano Pioli in Fiorentina. If Fiorentina allow the first goal of the game, they'd have 4 goals and 9 allowed. Kind of like Gematria of Milan equals 49. Now Pioli's Gematria of 34, and if Pioli loses against his former Scudetto winning team, then Fiorentina would have 3 draws and 4 losses. Notice how they enter with 3 draws and 3 losses against the Devil, Diavolo. Diavolo's Gematria of 33. So I think it's another loss for Fiorentina. Typically, there's a manager sacked in Serie A after a few rounds, but it hasn't happened yet. Who knows if Pioli is the first manager to get sacked. So there is that right there. Napoli and Torino. 5 goals, 13 allowed, 12 goals, 6 allowed. You see, Torino they're normally a very good defensive side, but they just haven't defended well this year. And it's going to be 5 points in 7 matches with the loss against Conte. And it's going to be another win for Napoli. Napoli will have 18 points for the season. And Milan and Inter continue to put up the pressure. Lazio play Juventus next. It could have 2 wins and 4 losses. It plays Atalanta this week. Juventus is 24. So basically, they could draw against Atalanta and they could lose the next match against Juventus. Now, if they win, they could have 3 wins and 3 losses. 33, 1 draw, 3 losses, entering the match against Juventus. Juventus FC is the 3 wins and 3 losses. Juve is Gematria of the 1 draw and 3 losses. That is if they beat Atalanta. And then they have 2 wins and 4 losses at the moment right now. This could be a next opponent sequence, I think. Let's just take a look at what Cremonese equals. You know what? Ademola Lookman is back in the lineup. They might get some momentum. I think I'd go Atalanta over Lazio. Atalanta result I would go with. No Lazio win. They haven't really invested in new players. I think numbers would benefit them. Juventus and Como, no Bremer. This one is away at Como. Nothing stands out with Como right off the bat. Maybe type in 1907. But the thing about this match right there is that Como could have 2 wins and 4 draws, kind of like Juventus Camatrian. And right there, this could result in dropped points for Juventus. Como could get their 10th points against Juventus. J is the 10th letter. This could be a frustrating draw for Juventus against Como. This could be Juventus' 13th points of the year. Juve is 13, so Madrid, M is the 13th letter. So this could be a frustrating week. And if it's 3 wins and 1 loss, then Madrid is 31. This could be a frustrating match. It could be.